The deal, YouTube. Thanks for tapping in with your boy Savage Studios. Much love, much respect every time you tap in with me. Man, this crazy video's been going around. It's got my blood hot. I know it's got the whole Latin community hot. I know it's got everybody in general hot. It's just not a good look for these people who did this. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be a good look when people find them. They got themselves in a whole bunch of hot water that I don't think they ever really anticipated. And you see, this ain't something that's unnatural, uncommon, that's never happened. If you grew up in any type of hood, within anywhere in LA County, hell, Northern Cali, hell, Central Cali, Elote, Elote man, and Elote lady, they all through the hoods, trying to make an honest living, man, serving people, serving kids. Every time we used to get out of school, McClay Middle School in Pacoima, Elote, man, Raspados, everything, man, just, they was all there, man, trying to survive, trying to support their families, trying to support their kids. Now, them being robbed, it ain't something that I ain't used to. It ain't something that, if you from the hood, you know it happens to them. They front line, you know, and they put themselves in the worst areas, the worst neighborhoods. And they get got. From time to time, they get got. This lady ain't the first one, and she won't be the last one. But you know what? We can take a step forward. We can take a step forward as a community to make sure that we do what we can to stop this, because this don't need to be a racial issue. This don't need to turn into something that it don't need to be. And these young idiots, these young kids, man, clowns, I don't think they understand what they could possibly, potentially be starting between the black and brown community, because all it takes is something like this. They could be from a hood. Their hood got their back. Somebody catches them that don't agree with this video, agree with what they did, they get got. Now they hood mad about it. Now it's a hood feud, or it's a black on brown feud. And trust me, growing up in Pacoima, the black and brown feud was very, very, very present for a long time. All through middle school, high school, it dies down and it's getting better now. But it's shit like this that'll get it to go right back up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this, man, because I know at the end of the day, everybody's heated about this. This is just something that's just way off, way wrong. Everyone's been asking me to do a video on it. So I figured, why not do a reaction video on it?
Too long ago.
So you see, dude's just loitering around. He's standing there going back and forth, dancing around like a clown in the middle of the street. She got a big ass hat trying to beat the heat, man. Bam. Right there. Broad daylight. I don't know who schooled him. I don't know who his big homies are. I don't know where he from.
Go.
But that's asshole backwards. You know, it's one thing to snatch a purse, and that's scummy. But it's one thing, you know, you snatch a purse, snatch a wallet, steal her bike, whatever it is that you thought you was gonna do and that you're doing. But it's a whole nother thing to just creep up behind her, choke her. An older woman, you know, choke her, squeeze her Adam's apple, and just, you know, like strangle her basically. Like, now you attacking her, bro. Now you no longer robbing her, you attacking her, bro. Meanwhile, his partner's in her back pocket. And you see, the part that gets me so much about this, the part that gets me so heated is like, you really got these women in the car with you, man. You really got these women, these bitches in the car laughing, you know. It's a setup. It's premeditated, you know. A whole car, y'all. Didn't have no hustle. Didn't have no drive. Didn't have no swag. Couldn't do nothing with your life. Couldn't get no money. Couldn't sell no dope. Couldn't go rob a store. Couldn't go do nothing like that. So you gonna rob a lady who's trying to feed her family? You gonna rob a lady who is doing this as her only means of income? She don't got a boss. She don't pay taxes. She don't got no boss. That's her income. That's her salary for her family. I don't know who to be more mad at, the girls or the dudes. I know what I would do to the guys, man. And I think I know we all know what we would do to the guys. But I think the women too, I think they don't really know don't think they really understand what kind of game they playing, laughing and giggling about this kind of shit. And then they go on. They end up going on to leave and drive off and peel out. And you hear the car, you know, when you hear that car honking when they doing it, you know, blessed, you know, that car hit that corner and started honking, and she was screaming. You did good, man. You did good, senora. You did good to be screaming. You did good to scream top of your lungs, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You did good. You didn't go out easy. You weren't quiet. Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something, man. This video right here, like I said, man, growing up in any hood, man, this ain't uncommon, man. And it's actually a lot of our own people, brown skin, that have done this to Elote men and women and etc., you know. Whether it was to feed their own little habit, to get a little come up, get a little rock or whatever. But when you look at it for what it is, man, it's such a high act of cowardice, man. It's such a shameful act, a cultural attack on somebody. And you know, I seen a video with a Swifty Blue and his crew who went and helped and gave her a whole rack, I believe. You know, gave her a rack, you know, and that's much respect for that, man. No matter what views on this or that or whatever the case is, that was solid, man. Him and his crew slid through and held it down for her, you know. And I think he should be given his recognition for that, man, because you know what? That was foul, man. That was foul. A lot of people posted their address, man. I actually seen a copy of the address. I'm not gonna do that, all right? I'm not gonna recycle the address. Their Instagrams already got taken down. I think they deleted their Instagrams. But there's even videos of people sliding through, waiting for them, recording their house with the burner. Can't find them. These people, these kids, they put themselves in a position to where they may possibly lose their life over this. They may possibly lose their life, die prematurely behind this. I'm not going to recycle. I don't know how old these kids are. I don't know if they in high school. I don't know. But I'm not about to wish death upon them for this. What I will say is it's very shameful. What goes around comes around, and you're going to get yours. Trust and believe you're going to get yours. I hope they don't get smoked. I hope they don't get killed. I hope they learn a lesson. I really do. I hope they do learn a lesson. Because in life, nobody's perfect, man. We all need time to learn a lesson. When I was young, I did some crazy shit, some janky shit. I'm sure at some point we didn't all did some janky shit. When it comes to child molesters and all them sickos, yeah, I do wish them death. I'm gonna be real with you. It is what it is. But when it comes to something like this, I'm very, very, very offended, very insulted. And me personally, I would beat the fuck out of them. I would beat the shit out of them. That's without a doubt. Real good. I would put the fear of God in them. But let's try to remember, y'all. Let's try to remember. We don't need to start a race war. We don't need to start a gang war. We don't know who they hooked up with, right? I'm sure there's plenty of homies, plenty of raza out there that'll be glad to beat the dog shit out of them, embarrass them, humiliate them. But if you raza listening, I'm going to tell you like this. If you want to do this because you feel your raza was attacked, don't gamble with your freedom behind these clowns, man. You want to do something, you know where they at. Do something to where you ain't got to spend the rest of your life in prison or jail behind it. Fuck them up, embarrass them, humiliate them, post it on YouTube. However you want to do it. But don't lose your life over it. Don't lose your freedom over it, and don't start a whole big race war over this, because I'm going to tell you like this. I know plenty of brothers, African folks, peel their cat behind some shit like that. So I just wanted to get on this video, man, react to it for y'all. It's a foul video. I'm not happy with it. But shout out Swifty Blue and his crew for taking care of her, you know, going through shedding that money on her, man, and showing her some love, man. That shit was deep, man. That shit was cool. That was solid right there. That's some real shit right there. And yeah, for those who did that crime against her, against this lady, I hope you move out of LA. That's all I gotta say, man. Doses.